All praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rekahakwadash. Next, I want to give double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the Lord's elect. To my left, fair use on X.
I think some kind of brain machine interface that can give you cybernetic superpowers, I think, is probably good. It could, help people that have brain or spine injuries. Restore, enable people who've never spoken for years to speak again, which we've done. Give people eyesight who have lost both eyes or the optic nerve, or maybe have never even seen at all, blind from birth. By direct interface to the optical centers in the brain, you can actually restore eyesight or give people eyesight that they've never had before, and you can enable people to walk again, which I think is profound. I mean, these are kind of Jesus level things, let's say like when technologies are hitting like Jesus level miracles,
Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that happened, we fell from our heritage, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Is the man of sin, Esau, even the so-called white man, the son of destruction, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called power, or that is worshipped, so that he as power sitteth in a temple of power, showing himself that he is God. And this is what these devils are trying to do. They're trying to get in your temple. This is getting ready to be made mandatory, man. The mark of the beast, the RFID microchip, and that Neuralink. The hour of temptation is upon us. You see? Verse 8, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, which is his prophets, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. You see? And Satan means adversary. They're adverse to the Holy Scriptures. Verse 9 in the NLT, this man will come to do the work of Satan with counterfeit power and signs and miracles. Did he not just say that? And it's all counterfeit. Yahawashi didn't need no technology. He ain't need none of that. See? Counterfeit. Power and signs and miracles. Counterfeit.
It's fake news. Wait, all this story about Jesus rising from the dead and being the Son of God, this is fake news.
Yo, you gonna pay for that. And you a mo. You gonna pay for that, man. You see these devils, man. And this is who your president has sold you out to, the damn technocrats. Noah, you have all freaked out Havari. The man of sin, man. Esau, Edom.
All this story about Jesus rising from the dead and being the Son of God, this is fake news.
Wait, that's not true?
If you ask a Jew, like a rabbi, rabbis tend to be like to hedge their bet. So maybe not. But then you go to the Christians, they will say, no. This is true. The really big revolution, which is coming very quickly, will be when the AI revolution and machine learning and all that, the infotech revolution, meets and merges with the biotech revolution and goes under the skin. Now, up till...
Keep that in mind. He said it goes under the skin.
Now in history, the humans were so complicated that from a practical perspective, it still made sense to believe in free will. Because nobody could understand you better than you understand yourself. You had this inner realm of desires and thoughts and feelings, which you had privileged access to this inner realm.
So this was in 2011, man. It's not a conspiracy theory, it's a conspiracy fact.
So the ultimate goal that these people have in mind is the goal to create a one world government run by the banking industry, run by the bankers, and they're doing it in sections. The European currency, the euro, and the European Constitution is one part of it. Now they're trying to do it in America with the North American Union, right? And they want to create a new currency called the Amero, right? And the whole agenda is to create a one world government where everybody has an RFID chip implanted in them. All money is to be in those chips, right? There'll be no more cash. And this is getting me straight from Rockefeller himself. This is what they want to accomplish. And all money will be in your chips. And so instead of having cash, anytime you have money in your chip, they can take out whatever they want to take out whenever they want to. If they say you owe us this much money in taxes, they just deduct it out of your chip digitally.
Total control.
Total control. And if you're like me or you, and you're protesting what they're doing, they can just turn off your chip. And you have nothing. You can't buy food. You can't do anything. It's total control of the people.
And that chip's connected to a database that has your purchasing records, what you do, what
Everything.
you sell.
Everything is in there.
This was in 2011, and what do they have now? AI data centers. What do you think those are for? They're wicked and mighty NWO, which consists of putting this technology inside you. But it's the mark of the beast. We're not guessing. We're sure.
You know? And so they want a one world government controlled by them, everybody being chipped, all your money in those chips, and they control the chips, and they control people, and you become a slave. You become a serf.
A digital
to
slave.
These people.
Because they want to play God on earth. And like us, through the power and spirit of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. We're telling you, through the power and spirit of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, we're not guessing. We're telling you. This is what's getting ready to be brought forth. The hour of temptation, when these devils make it mandatory that you take that implantable device.
Somebody's scared. So we're into 6G now. I just finished 5G. I was a leader on 5G getting that done. And now they're up to 6.
Let's do it again.
What does that do? Give you a little bit deeper view into somebody's skin? A little bit deeper view into somebody's skin? A little bit deeper view into somebody's skin?
Job 9 and verse 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. The wicked is the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, the top bacon families. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? They gave those pale images and those false names. You see? They're telling you exactly what they want to do. Job 15 and verse 5, for thy mouth uttereth thine iniquity, and thou choosest the tongue of the crafty. Thine own mouth condemneth thee, and not I. Yea, thine own lips testify against thee. See? They're telling you exactly what they want to do. The Lord ain't playing, man. You Israelites repent and turn back to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. That's the only way out of what's coming upon this planet Earth, because this is the Lord's counsel. He's in full control. He's bringing his prophecies to pass. You see? You better stop playing, man. It's upon us. Revelation 13 and verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. That's why everything's going digital. When you get this word mark, Salakia, that word is charagma, a stamp, an imprinted mark. The mark branded upon horses, thing, carved, sculpture, graven work of idolatrous images. They want to play God on earth. The root word for that is karax. This is the syringe that they're going to use to implement that micro C-hip under your skin. A pale or stake, a palisade. You see, to sharpen to a point right here. The root word of that is grapho. Remember, you saw what Aaron Russo said, because your information is going to be on them chips. Everything is going to be on those trips. Grapho, to write with reverence to the form of the letters. To write with reverence to the contents of the writing. You see? This is deadly serious, man. Verse 18, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 636. When you go into that 666, it's chi-side stigma. We're going to deal with the root word, which is stigma. Stizo, stick, prick, a mark pricked in or branded upon the body. To ancient oriental usage, slaves and soldiers bore the name or the stamp of their master or commander, branded or pricked, cut into their bodies to indicate what master or general they belonged to. And there were even some devotees who stamped themselves in this way with the token of their gods. So you're going to be saying the devil, Esau, Edom, is your god. You see? This is upon us, man. The Lord is not playing. You Israelites, repent. Turn back to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, because the Lord's going to choose your delusions. Isaiah 66 and verse 4. I also will choose their delusions and will bring their fears upon them. Because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear, but they did evil before mine eyes and chose that in which I delighted not. And how does the Lord call and speak? Through his prophets, as it tells you in Amos 3 and verse 7. Surely Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets. The Lord's getting ready to do a new thing in the earth. You take that chip, you're going to be melted, man. Matter of fact, let's get it. Revelation 14 and verse 9. And it reads, doom for the worshippers of the beast. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast, which is the revival of the Roman Empire, NATO and EU, with America spearheading the charge, and his image, you see, this technocracy, his philosophies, his ways of doing things, complete rebellion against Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, you see, and receive his mark, that charagma, that Neuralink, the RFID microchip, in his forehead or in his hand. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone via ICBM nuclear missiles in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. You see? Let's get it, because let's prove that it's something physical through the power and spirit of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Revelation 16 and verse 2, and the first went out and poured out his vial upon the earth, and therefore fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worship his image. See? Yeah, this is deadly serious, man. When you get that word sore, it's helkos, a wound producing a discharge, pus, a sore, an ulcer, that radiation coming off of that chip. This is demonic, man. These devils got to go. This is why we need Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Supposed to be crying out to the Lord, man. He's not playing. Let's get that. Malachi 4 and verse 1. Because these devils are going to be stopped. They will be stopped. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. That's the day of the Lord. The Lord is going to command his nuclear missiles to be shot off, to destroy this wicked kingdom. See, judgment is coming. You Israelites, y'all better repent or y'all going to perish with these heathen. Isaiah 13 verse 5, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. How ye? For the day of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, and they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed, one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. You see? The Lord's going to command them nuclear missiles to be shot off, to destroy Babylon the Great. That is the lake of the fire. America. The Lord's going to make this place glow in the dark. Revelation 3 and verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Remember, the Lord's going to choose your delusions. This is why he is to be feared. He's going to choose your delusions. The hour of temptation is when these devils make it mandatory that you take that implantable device. You see? The Lord said, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. The Lord's going to have to keep you from it. It's getting ready to get bad. It's getting ready to get so bad down here that the Lord's going to have to send divine intervention for the elect of the nation of Israel. That's how bad it's getting. The Lord getting ready to get his fear, man. And for you top banking families, Esau, Edom, it's not going to work, man. Let's get Job 18 and verse 9. This system is going to lead to your destruction. The jinn shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him. The snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. His strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side. It shall devour the strength of his skin. Even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength. That's Yahawashi HaMashiach. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors. That's one of the titles of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. It shall dwell in his tabernacle, because it is none of his. Brimstone via ICBM nuclear missiles shall be scattered upon his habitation. That's what's coming for you devils, man. Tick-tock. Job 20 and verse 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits with this wicked demonic NWO. Every hand of the wicked, that word wicked in the Hebrew is imal, it's the laborer, the workforce. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly with this wicked demonic NWO, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Nuclear destruction. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn and cometh out of the body. Yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. That's what's coming. That's what's coming, man. Verse 29. This is the portion of a wicked man from Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and the heritage appointed unto him by Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You're going to inherit destruction. Esau, Edom. Your kingdom is through, man. The kingdom is through. But the Lord, you have to fulfill prophecy. And you're going to fulfill prophecy. You will bring this chip to pass. You will crash the economy, because thus saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. See? You Israelites, man, y'all better repent and turn back to Bahasham Yahawashi. That's the only way. There's no plan B. Isaiah 30, woe to the rebellious children, you rebellious Israelites, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. No carnal means is going to help you, man. Verse 2, that walk to go down into Egypt, America is spiritually known as Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth, who is the mouth of the Lord, the prophets, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. You see, for the Egyptians, the Babylonians, Americans, shall help in vain and to no purpose. Therefore have I cried concerning this. Their strength is to sit still. The modern day Egyptians is Esau, Edom, the modern day Pharaoh. Now go write it before them in a table and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever, that this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits, get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon. You want to be a digital slave? You want the devil to be your God? Therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in the high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. Because it's going to fail. It's going to fail. Isaiah 31 and verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. America is spiritually known as Egypt. And to stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Yet he also is wise and will bring evil, and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of the evildoers, and against the help of them that work iniquity. Now the Egyptians, the so-called white men in your military, are men and not Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and their horses, their military powers, flesh and not spirit. When Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they shall fail together. You see? For thus hath Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi spoken unto me, like as the lion and the young lion roaring on his prey. When a multitude of shepherds is called forth against him, he will not be afraid of their voice, nor abase himself for the noise of them. So shall Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi of hosts come down to fight for Mount Zion, and for the hill thereof. You see, the Lord's going to come down and fight for his elect. As birds flying, so will Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi of hosts defend Jerusalem. Defending also he will deliver it, and passing over he will preserve it. You see? Repent and turn back to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. We got help from on high, Lord willing. Repent and beg for mercy, man. You Israelites, repent. Stop playing. What did the Lord say in Psalms 37? Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. That's all these devils do. They work iniquity. For they shall soon be cut down like grass, and wither as the green herb. Rest in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. This microchip. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil, for evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi shall inherit the earth. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. You see? But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in abundance of peace. So like, the wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi shall laugh at him. The Lord is scoffing at you devils, man. For he seeth that his day is coming. The wicked have drawn out their sword, and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. Because they're getting ready to try to demonize his truth. But like the Lord said, the gates of hell shall not prevail. Their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. You see? That's what's coming, man. The Lord got something for you, devils. This is the heathen raging. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine the vain thing? The heathen are raging, imagining this wicked demonic NWO. The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. NLT, let us break their chains, they cry, and free ourselves from slavery to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, because that's where you heathen are going. Head first into captivity. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi shall have them in derision. The Lord is scoffing at you devils, man. He mocks you. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure. Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion. I will declare the decree. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi have said unto me, Thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. That's what's coming for Yahawashi Mashiach. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. That's what's coming, you heathen. Repent, you Israelites. Turn back to Yahawah Shalom.